So we're all celebrating a show that started in 1966. And I don't think I've said it here, but I think I said it on a television show the other night that I was here in California for my first time. It was a very important time in my life. That spring or June of 1966 was my first trip to California and San Diego. And that was a great summer for me down in at the old Globe Theater with Will Geer and John Voight and Anthony Zerbe and others down there, and where I created another great character for myself, or recreated a character of Caliban, and of course Father Capulet in Romeo and Juliet. And anyway, it was a great summer for me, and I suppose it's maybe an appropriate time to mention how I got this role. I know a lot of you heard this before, but maybe a lot of you do not know this story. But I had been on the road playing an understudy and doing odd jobs as an assistant stage manager with a company with Ray Milland called Hostile Witness. And I was just filling in for the year because I had intended to come out to California to teach. I had resumes in every college here in California. I was in love with California, and I was in love with the idea of teaching. And I had really meant to do it. Well, I had to fill in a year because it was too late to have gotten the job that fall of '66. So I decided to go on the road and just make some money with this company, playing an understudy and so forth. And at the end of that run, we went right across the country. We were down in Florida, and I had told my agent that I was going to come back out as soon as this tour was finished in Florida. I was coming back to New York, pack up my things, and come out to California, and really do my best to get a job for the following semester or the following fall. And so I said, no, I don't know when I'm going to get back to New York. I'll probably spend a couple of weeks in Florida after the tour because I had friends down there and I was going to stay with, and I didn't know when I'd be back. And not to bother with me, thank you very much, but I was going to just take off for California. And so indeed, I did stay with some friends, and one day decided, well, I better get back to New York and get on with this whole plan of mine. And so I got a plane, came back up to New York, not telling anyone, no one in New York, including my agent, that I was returning. And I literally was at the door of my apartment. I had dropped my bags and was unlocking the door when I heard the phone. And I went to the phone, and lo and behold, it was my agent. And I said, George, I told you, hi, how are you, and all the rest of it. And I said, but listen, he started to tell me something about a job. And I said, before you go any further, I told you that I'm off to California. I've just come back to pack my bags, pack up my things, and move to California. He said, well, I know, but you're not leaving tomorrow morning. And I said, no, I'll be here for about 2 or 3 weeks, but anyway, that's my intent. He said, well, while you're doing that, maybe you can pick up a few bucks on something. Well, here I am. And